My name's Christie Spurling. So I was adopted as a child. I grew up in Lymm in Cheshire, in a very nice leafy suburb of Cheshire. I grew up in a white family because I was adopted into a white family. Had lots and lots of issues growing up, sort of in and out of education. Got excluded from high school age 14, and probably around about the age of, I don't know, 10, 11, my adopted mum sat me down and explained how I'd come into the world. And I was actually born as a result of a rape. And so one of the things that I kind of found out was that one of the options on the table would have been for me to be aborted. And I suspect that was probably something that was quite strongly recommended as well, because she was only a young girl. So that's how I kind of came into the world, really. But immense challenges, lots of sort of disgust at myself. I didn't really like who I was as a young person. I guess growing up as a young person's hard anyway, but then when you add that extra bit of the story in, it meant that I just didn't know who I was. And I think growing up in a very white middle class village and being one of only 3 black people in the village as well, for me the turning point was becoming a Christian. I as a child grew up in church. Growing up, there was just lots and lots of people coming along, trying to get alongside me, trying to help me, support me, trying to make me realise that I could make something of my life. And I think one of the areas where that really thrived was with youth work. So particularly people in church. Became a Christian age 16. Nothing really changed overnight. Still very angry. Still feeling not pretty worthless really. And then gradually got involved in doing youth and children's work. So just doing like holiday clubs, activity clubs, that kind of stuff. Found that I had a real passion for young people and really enjoyed being around young people, and just kind of basically being a big kid. I set up a charity called Engage. It's been running for 12 years now, and it's just a youth work charity. So we've got a bus that we've converted into a mobile youth centre. I've got a truck that I've converted into a mobile youth centre, and I also run a youth centre as well, which we took off the council. It's shut under a bit of a cloud. And I also, we go in schools and work with young people at risk of exclusion, and we do various other bits and pieces as well across the city. So we work with hundreds of young people each year, just getting alongside them. We work with the guys that probably other people struggle to know what to do with. So I guess we kind of specialise in the more challenging young people and just getting alongside them and trying to make sure that they realise that they've got some potential. So I wrote about how I came to do the charity and how that all came about, wrote a book with my mug on it. And it's just a story of how God's kind of used something negative and turned it into something positive that's now benefiting lots of other people. I guess I am very pro-life, and I think looking at my life and how I came into the world, and being born as a result of a rape, and then being given the opportunity to live, and being able to go on and do all the great things and go to some of the places that I've been and speak and represent in lots of different forums, to me means that there's potential in everyone. And I think that if you kind of snuff out that potential, then you don't know what you're taking away, and you don't know what other things could benefit as a result of something, no matter how horrific it might be in the beginning. I think it's absolutely right to stand for it. I think it's something that we all need to think about a lot more. I think it needs to be in the media more. I think it needs to be something that young people are taught more about. I think it needs to just be highlighted. But I think in conjunction with that, you need to have people like me who've kind of been on the cusp of being at risk of it, going out and promoting what we're able to do and saying, look, actually, no matter what happens in life, if you give a child the chance to live, this is what you get from it. And that's my message, and that's how all my work is about me saying I was given a chance. It was a God-given thing. It could have gone either way, but look at everything that happened. And my start was horrific. I wouldn't recommend it on anyone. But I look back on 43 years of being able to go and do all sorts of things all over the world, and opening charities and that kind of stuff. And it's just to me it means that there's potential in everyone.